What it is, man, it's your boy Trauma, and we back with another one. We checking in on this Super Bowl, man. We ain't done yet. If you new here, you know I'm a Raider fan, and hey, man, we don't have no other greater feeling than watching the Chiefs lose. I'm gonna just be a buck. But Travis Kelsey has some interesting things to say, man. So we're gonna check into it, dive into it, and get back at you. Check it out.
I mean, um, couldn't get it going offensively. I mean, they just got after us on all three phases, and then on top of that, turnovers, penalties, playing behind the sticks on offense is just drop passes, not taking advantage of the play call and executing. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. You don't lose like that without everything going bad. So.
Mr. Kelsey is right. You do not lose, and the score was not the score, if you will. Excuse me, man, it's a plane going by, but the score is not the score, or the score wasn't the score. They got beat from the first play of the game. If you look at this Super Bowl, it reminded me a lot of the Tampa Bay Super Bowl, where the D line of Tampa Bay, really the front seven, killed Patrick Mahomes. And right out the gate, I knew that the Eagles D line was a lot better, but I did not think they would dominate from the first snap to the last snap without blitzing. So to me, it was reminiscent of that Tampa Bay Super Bowl, and the Chiefs will bounce back. I'm gonna be objective. Uh, Being a Raider fan, I hate to say it, but the same way the Chiefs lost to Tampa Bay and they went out in the offseason and made some moves to get better on the O line, they'll do the same here. I forget who it was during the Super Bowl was talking about, I believe it was the left guard, that the guy was so bad he shouldn't even been playing, and I thought that was crazy. But let's not put it all on the left guard. Um, Up and down the line of the Chiefs, the whole night was bad. Tackles, guards, centers. I mean, they that front seven, that front four of Philly, man, is might be one of the best we've seen. I guarantee you it rivals. I don't know the stats, but I guarantee you it rivals the Giants when they had Yossi Yamanoa, Justin Tucker, and the rest of them. Strahan. The line is dangerous. So for any other NFL team out there, and people thought the Eagles were crazy for drafting Smith and Carter, and they went back to back years, I think, with top five, top 10 picks on the D line, D tackle, D end, or something like that. That's how you build a Super Bowl winning team on the defensive line. Offensive line, I wish Kelsey was still there just to get it. Obviously, 18, but look, man, Travis Kelsey said it better than anybody could possibly say it. A lot went wrong. However, and Travis Kelsey doing what a captain's supposed to do, protect his guys. But if the O line did not get murdered all night, unalived, I should say, for YouTube, that game could have been different. Because I do believe that the Eagles are subject to give up plays. They cut you. They'll let you just cut them. They don't really get big deep, but that plays into the Chiefs. What I don't understand is giving the line issues from the first snap. The first snap of the game, it just seemed like the Chiefs could not do anything. The screen game wasn't working. No reverses. They did nothing to slow him down. And I was shocked about that. I mean, I was truly shocked that Andy Reid and the offensive coordinator couldn't do anything. Just the formation wise, the Eagles didn't look like they had a problem with anything the Chiefs was doing. And I think the first couple sacks, the line already being shaky, and the way they were getting after him the first couple drives, I just think they threw the players and the coaching staff got into a panic. If you looked at Mahomes, he was panicked. He was rushing things. Just as soon as he hit his top of his drop, he was moving right, left, up, down, and so it was like a ping pong ball, just rattling. So I don't think, as a whole, the O line, receivers, and we're gonna get into that. Good God, D Hop, what's up? That one drop you had, man. Look, D Hop might have only dropped, I think the stat was like 30, 40 balls his career or something. So, like, he for sure hands. And he dropped one. But Kelsey was nowhere. I mean, the whole season, I don't, like, Kelsey wasn't Kelsey. And I tell people, like, young people, when you living, like, you are what you are, right? It ain't a switch that today you going to be great, but every other day you okay with being mediocre. The Chiefs got into a mental mind state, I believe, of the playoffs. And so many teams do it, especially the great ones. Regular season don't matter. Playoffs will turn it on. And his stats have shown he can turn it on during the playoffs. However, he doesn't have what he used to have. He knows it. He's talking about retirement, thinking about it. I think he was thinking about it last year, but they went on that run. I think this one took a lot out of him. I think his relationship with Miss Swifty, I think once you get into a good space where you aren't a dog anymore, it's a lot easier to walk away from something. And so I thought he had at least 2-3 more years playing at a really, really good level, but things changed that. So to me, he looked like a middle of the pack tight end all year. All year. But the Kansas City Chiefs, they have a good room of wide receivers. Juju Smith I like Juju. Possession. But D Hop, I thought should have had more of a role this whole season. But then you had Worthy, who just didn't seem to get with the offense or get with Pat Mahomes well enough this season. They don't have a true number one. And I thought Worthy could have been a number one. I thought D Hop could have been a number one for their system. Okay, we're not talking about D Hop. He's in his prime. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about D Hop can still win one-on-ones. D Hop will still outjump most DBs in the league. Worthy will run past most DBs in the league. Juju's a possession receiver. He can work and get open in ways that young receivers or old receivers can't. Rice really hurt them not being there, but I don't think that even would have mattered. And then their running back room. The Chiefs has been, the last few years, using multiple guys. The screen game was gone. And I think you got to credit the Eagles' D-line. Not only were they pass rushing, but their eyes were in the backfield the entire game. There were a few plays where they would pass rush and stop and go out to the flat where the swing was going, or seeing that it was a screen and getting their hands up and just, pivoting off of it. So like the coaching of the Eagles, to me, they out-coached Philadelphia. This is the few times where you see Andy Reid get out-coached. The team got outmanned. The coaches got out-coached. Hands down.
You were very emotional going to some of those guys.
What's most shocking about this? That we haven't played that bad all year.
Did they do anything that surprised you guys at all?
Did you guys catch that? I thought it was indicative of who the Chiefs are to say that they weren't surprised by anything. If they weren't surprised by anything, then they would have had an answer for the D-line front four. To not blitz the entire game and do the Chiefs the way they did, Travis Kelce, of course, he's saying the right things. There's no way him and the rest of that team weren't surprised. I tell you who was surprised. Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes was surprised. He looked like a deer in the headlights. What was it? Was it Wentz who said, oh no, Sam Darnold, who said he's seeing ghosts. He's seeing ghosts, coach. Coach, I'm seeing ghosts. Patrick Mahomes was seeing ghosts. Carter, I bet he got a picture of Carter in his room right now in a big ghost uniform. I bet it looked like a marshmallow or something. Patrick Mahomes seeing ghosts. Andy Reid to not have an answer. And Andy Reid is one of the greatest coaches ever to make changes on the fly, to adapt. He didn't have an answer. He didn't have an answer at all. So Travis Kelce, good try. Maybe you weren't surprised, but your quarterback was surprised. Your head coach was surprised. The O-line might not have been surprised, but Patrick Mahomes was surprised that nothing worked. And Kelce, I mean, I was shocked I didn't see more inline blocking from him, but he's not even getting open no more. Kelce's not getting open no more. So, Kelce, I hate to tell you, my man, that's a lie.
The pressure, how much
team doesn't have to blitz Travis and they can just keep setting back. Just how difficult is that to sort of run your concepts the way you want when the other team's getting pressure before just about every time?
I think there was a lot of things going wrong. Can't just say that it was just the O-line or anything like that. I think it was a cumulative of everything, not really going our way today.
What was Coach's message to you guys afterwards?
This one's going to hurt. Let it hurt and figure out how to get better because of it.
I mean, what else was Coach supposed to say? Coach couldn't probably say what he wanted to say. I bet Andy Reid is sitting back thinking, damn, I got outcoached. I underestimated this team. If you went back to the previous week win with I don't know if it was Washington Commanders with the Eagles, you saw the emergence of that front four and what they were able to do. The Chiefs will bounce back. They will fix the O-line somehow. I'm going to tell you what I could see. You heard it here first on PTSD. I could see Trent Williams going to Philadelphia. I could see Andy Reid saying, you know what, let's run it back real quick. That's a quick patch, 1 year, 2 year. Trent Williams over there at the left tackle, work on that interior O-line, and they'll be back. I wouldn't be surprised if Tyreek Hill came back. The Chiefs don't have a number one receiver. And they've been used to just doing it by committee. But no one, even James Worthy, as fast as he is, the fastest man in NFL history, his lack of route running, he doesn't put fear in any defenders. They know he's going to run either a crossing route, or a fade. That's it. So you can kind of game plan for him. And if you put hands on him, he's only a little guy. He's a little guy. You bump him at the line, he's off his route right there. It's over. The speed won't even matter. So the Chiefs will figure it out. I do believe that Kelce will retire unless the Chiefs come to him and say, hey, we're bringing Trent Williams in. We're about to shore it up real quick. Let's run it back. But I think they need a younger tight end. I don't think Kelce can do what he used to do. He definitely can get open in zone. He definitely can help the team, mentor some young guys. But people aren't afraid of Kelce anymore. He's out of shape. Yeah, I said it. He's out of shape. But this has been like this the past couple years, I guess. And I'm not saying out of shape. I mean, he's an NFL guy, so you can be a little out of shape and still play. You see it in him. But his cutting, he can't outrun anybody anymore. I mean, his jumping is even, you can tell. Like, you get older, you put on some weight. So if he did come back, I would like to see him about 10, 15 pounds lighter. But the Chiefs will figure it out, man. Great organization, great head coach, great quarterback. They will figure it out. But my two people that I think will be coming back will be Trent Williams and Tyreek Hill. And I think that would help the young receivers, Rice and Worthy. Juju can go, D-Hop. I would still probably keep D Hop on a 1-year deal. I think he adds value as your third or fourth receiver. So yeah, man, you know what it is. Boy Trauma, we bring it to you raw and uncut. And you know what we say. We may not always get it right, but we gonna always bring that trauma. Give me my theme music.
Superbowl money. You got to pay me. Superbowl money. You got to pay me. Superbowl money. You got to pay me. Superbowl money.